Hey there everybody, this is DokterD and welcome back to Mousecraft. Last time we finished off the first 10 levels, so we will continue with number 11, but first let me show you the story bit about the crystals, because they have somewhat of a meaning within the story. It is pretty simple. When the shards show up, he gets a call and someone just says, give me the crystals and I'll give you money for more experiments. That's basically it. Pretty simple, but you know, it ties it in a little bit, I guess. Anyway, let's continue with level 11. Alright. So, we have 4 crystals right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 we need to collect. And we got 2 bombs we can collect. So, first of all, what can we do? Well, we can have our mice, you know, walk up here, go back, grab this one. So at least we have that one. Let's do that just to start with. And speed it up a little bit. So at least we have this one. And make sure they are in a safe spot. Now, what we want to do is we need this bomb in order to blow up this block to get the crystal. So we want to get up here first. Now, conveniently in these first levels, the way they designed the levels are a little bit on the nose. There is a 4 block space here. So we can just put this one right here and have our mice go up here. So, now that we have the bomb, we can blow this up and get the 3rd crystal. Now, what we need to do is we need our mice to get back up here and then over here. So we need to, once they are here, create a ladder for them in order to get up here. Now we are not going to be able to do that with this block, because obviously it's just going to drop down. Which means we are going to have to use this one for the ladder here, but we need this one in order for them to even get up here. So once they're up here, we pause again real quick, we grab this and make ourselves a nice ladder to get the final bomb and the final crystal. We blow up this wall and there we go. Three, 4, perfect. Next. So here we get introduced to the redoids. Basically they kill our mice. Let me show you real quick. If they get in contact with them, they die. Now fortunately, the behavior of these redoids is the same as our own rats. So we can exploit that a little bit. For instance, we can kill them off. Like this. So now we can cross real safe here, grab the first crystal. And we also are gonna need this one, so let's just block this redoid off down here. And have our mice just walk across. Pretty easy. Alright, next. Again, a few redoids and 3 crystals. This is another level which shows us the principle of excuse me. It shows us the principle of do what you have to. We have 2 blocks right here and we can use this one, only this one, in order to get to this crystal. Like this or this. But we need to get rid of these redoids first. So, let's say we just kill them. And conveniently, we have our mice walk down here to grab this crystal. They come up towards this crystal. And what we have to do is put it right here. We can put it here, because then they would have a 4 space drop and they would kill themselves. So we put it here. That way they only drop 3 spaces. And then they're at the cheese. We got it all. Perfect. Next. Alright, so this is a level where we don't build something, but we break stuff. We can't do anything, we got no bombs, no blocks, no nothing. So, to start with, we need our mice to grab this bomb. And since we have only 1 bomb right there, we are gonna need it to grab some more bombs. And the only way we're gonna do that is this way. Because now we can grab 2 bombs and the crystal. Now we want to grab this crystal as well and kill the redoid if we can. So if we break this and have these 2 drop down, we got ourselves a nice bridge across to grab the crystal. Now here it gets a little tricky because we've got 2 bombs and we need our mice to get down here. So we need a way for them to get down safely. Now what do we need to do? Well, we need to destroy this one at least. So if we destroy this one will drop down. But that's not going to be enough. Because they still can't get across. So we need to break something more. For instance, this one down here. If we break this one, our mice can drop down 3 spaces here, 2 spaces here, and then they're at the cheese. Next. Okay, so this is a level where we need to split up our mice, because we've got 1 crystal here and 1 here. So we can't just have all 3 mice go along the same route. First of all, we need to grab the bomb and the crystal, and we need a way to get rid of these redoids. Well, what we can do, for instance, is something like this. This way we can grab the bomb, the crystal, and we can get rid of the redoids. If we time it correctly, like this, not really. Maybe we need to try something else. For instance, we already got a bomb. And the redoids behave the same way our rats do. Or our mice, sorry. So, if we blow up this wall right here, this is a 4-space drop. Which kills them. Conveniently. So, now if we do the same what we did before, put this right here. And have our mice grab the bomb and the crystal. Like that. Now, we need to do something else. Because I pause it right here at this moment for a particular reason. Because these 2 mice are gonna go down here, grab this crystal. But they need some way to survive this drop. Part 1. Part 2 is this mouse right here. He needs to grab this one. In order to do so, we need to blow up this block. And if we do that, he's gonna drop down. But he needs to drop down on this ledge, otherwise he would just drop down and die. And we don't want that. So, in order for them to both drop down and survive, we need to use these 2 blocks. Now, which one we use where is of importance, because this block is the only one they can get across if we put it down. If we put this one right here, these mice, if they survive down here, they can't go across this one. So we need to use this one right here. Oh. Right there. And for this one to survive his drop, we need to put this one right there. And now, this way, these mice all survive their drops, and these 2 can get across towards the cheese. We got it all perfect. Next. So here we are introduced to the jelly. What does jelly do? Well, basically it means that our mice can survive drops from any height as long as they drop onto the jelly. Like this. Now, we also want to grab both crystals, but we only got one bomb. If we blow up this block, we can get this crystal, but there's no way we are going to get this one. So we need to do something else. For instance, blow up this one. This way, we can grab this crystal and this bomb, and we use this one to blow up this block to grab this crystal. And then it's just smooth sailing towards the end. Next. Alright, here it's gonna get a little tricky because of this crystal right here. We need to grab that one. But first, let's have a look at what we have to do. For instance, it doesn't matter if our mice drop down from here to grab this crystal or drop down here. This drop will kill them. So we need to use our jelly down here, so that no matter where they drop down, they'll survive. Now, we also want to grab this crystal right here, so let's do that just real quick. Just get it out of the way. Now, we need a way for one or two of our mice to go over here and collect this crystal, and another one to grab this one. Now, we can't use this one, really. There's no way we are going to use this to get our mice across this little gap here. So, we use this one. Put it right here. And this way, we'll have, let's say, two of our mice get across. But we want to save this one in order to grab this crystal. How do we do that? Well, we need to blow up this block right here. Now, we have this block right here that is being held up by this one right here. Now, we don't want that really, we want to get across here. So we need to blow this one up. That way, this block is dropped down here and we just finish the ladder. And that way, our mouse can go up, drop down, grab the crystal, and get to the end. Next! Alright, some more redoids. Let's see. First of all, we need, our mice to grab this bomb. And in order to do that, we can't really use any of these, but we can use this one, for instance, and put it right here. Luckily, we also got one bomb, and we can blow this one up right here, so at least our redoids drop down and explode. Lovely. Now, let's see. If we start, we can obviously grab this bomb. But again, there is a tricky crystal right here. So let's pause, because we need to split our mice up again. In order to grab this one, we need one of our mice to drop down through this little gap here. But obviously, this is too steep of a drop, as well as this one. So we need some way for our mice to survive that. We got the jelly block. So we put it down here, and we blow up this block right here. That way, this one drops down, grabs this crystal and survives. And these two can get down here and also survive their drop. Now, before we go to the cheese, we first grab this crystal, obviously. Speed it up a little bit. And then we finish our little stairs right here. And there we go. Next. Alright, some more tutorial right here on splitting up our mice. We have a jelly block right here, and a gap right here. Now 1 and 1 is 2. We need to drop this one down here, and we got another one right here. So let's just put it right there. Now we need to grab a bomb in order to split up our mice. Now the thing is, we can blow up this brick and have our mice drop down, grab this crystal, but we also need to blow up this brick. So we need to blow up this one first in order to grab this bomb. So if we do that, we blow it up, our mice are just gonna walk across, grab the bomb, but then we're too late to have one of our mice drop down here. So we need to time that a little differently. What we need to do is have one of our mice walk against this block and turn around. So now if we blow up this one of our mice is gonna walk back. So now we blow up this one so he can grab this crystal. And then they just all walk towards cheese. Next. Alright, levels can be longer than 15 blocks, which is shown right here. We have a little slide bar we can use to see the whole level. And also we have these little indicators of what is where at the level. For instance, the cheese is right here all the way to the right. Now, first of all, we need to get rid of these redoids. Now luckily we have a block right here, so we can block these guys off. So let's put them around here somewhere and have them both blow up. If we blow up this brick right here, that is something we have to do in order for our mice to even get down here. So if we do that, obviously they're gonna survive this drop. And let's just speed it up and have our mice go back and grab this crystal and this bomb. Not that we really need this bomb because of the way we used this block to get rid of the redoids. Now we need to grab this crystal, and conveniently we have 2 blocks waiting right here for this one to be blown up. So if we do that, these are gonna drop down and we just can walk across towards cheese. See that we we've saved 1 bomb on this level. So we didn't really do it the intended way, but nevertheless we finished it perfectly. So those are levels 11 through 20. I hope you found this a little bit useful. You learned something from it. If not, then too bad. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye!